really difficult thing to do in any of the bands, to pick people who have done that, because they're all working so hard, and we really appreciate all their efforts in all ways. But we do have a few people we'd like to recognize in this group. And incidentally, I forgot to name a couple of groups in the varsity band, and we intend to give them their certificates and classes anyway. But for those parents that are still here from the varsity group, and for you students sitting there, the section that demonstrated the most improvement over the course of the season was the clarinets in the varsity band. And then the section that was that we would consider maybe one of the most outstanding in the band throughout, always on top of their practicing game and having all their materials in place, are the euphoniums in the varsity band. Good job, guys. In the symphonic band, we do want to distinguish a few individuals who have shined as the most improved musicians in the ensemble, and these are people who didn't necessarily come in having a lot of work to do. You know, all these guys in this group are really talented and have done a lot of work in the past, but these individuals have really excelled from point A to point B a lot over the course of the semester. Incidentally, they're both on saxophone, so please come on up, Kalia Sherrod and Peter Campenhout. And I would be remiss if I gave someone a certificate and mispronounced her name. It's Kalia. I'm sorry for saying that a little bit wrong. And then finally, we want to recognize a couple of individuals who shined throughout the semester as outstanding musicians. Both of these ladies have done a lot of really hard work this semester, and worked from the beginning to the end really consistently. You can always kind of catch them practicing. They're positive people in the organization, and we really just appreciate everything they brought to the table. That's Tess McGee on bassoon and Melissa Ehrlich on French horn. And then finally, we want to recognize a couple of sections. The first is the most improved section of the symphonic band. These guys, again, started at a really high level and just became more consistent as a team of musicians working together throughout the semester. They were always on top of it when it came to turning things in and doing all those good things. And this is the bass clarinet section. We'll give them their certificate tomorrow, but why don't you guys stand right here. And then finally, our outstanding section of the symphonic band, and this is a really tough one because you can look around the band and just find reasons for every one of the sections, 5 or 6 or 7 reasons that they could be named this. But this group happens to be particularly senior-laden this year, which is going to make it tough for next year because we're losing a lot of our leadership and a lot of our friends that we've known throughout the year. And these guys and girls have just done a really nice job, great attendance at sectionals, positive attitudes. Sometimes that translates to being a little noisy, but it usually ends up meaning good performances because they bring a lot of energy and enthusiasm to what they do, and that's the trumpets. Just wanted to say thanks once again for coming tonight. We hope you're enjoying the concert, and we will close our portion with Frank Kelly's Vesuvius, which of course is a volcano, and hopefully a lot of what you hear in the music evokes images of volcanoes. So enjoy that warm summer reference as we get ready for our holiday.